Well, hello there, YouTube. I took you guys for a ride on a 2010 was the last test ride I did on a Spyder. With all the rain and stuff, that tends to keep the spider people away. This is a 2012 that was brand spanking new. That I mentioned about the cruise control on. The cruise switch was bad. So I just put the new switch on, and even though everything is telling me it is working, I'm going to verify that right quick by actually, oh shit. My next spider is in the way of me getting this spider out. So I have to do a little manipulating here. Ooh, a pretty red one. Ooh, seat's nice and warm. It's been sitting out in the sun or something. Another guy that shuts his bike off in gear. It's actually not very good to people, for whatever reason, believe that putting them in gear is like leaving a manual transmission in gear. These things roll just the same in gear as not in gear. Their centrifugal clutch ensures that. So don't shut these things off in gear. You're forcing a dry shift when you start them up. And over time, that's probably not going to work out real well. So, let's take this old gal for a rip. So in that video, I was talking about how you can actually use cruise control with a trailer on there. I got several emails. I guess I worded that wrong. That the RPMs in which you can, see, scary, in which you can get the cruise control to activate, because it's got a whenever it detects too low of an RPM, it kicks it out because it doesn't want to stress the clutch out where that RPM is much higher. And what most people notice is they're going down the highway in fifth gear, and they hit the cruise control, and the cruise will not activate because when in trailer mode, that minimum RPM is higher. So you almost need to be in fourth gear going down the freeway, unless you're going over 70. For that thing to activate, you just push the button. It doesn't work. So most people think it don't work, and I usually don't tell them otherwise, because for safety reasons, you are a bonehead using cruise control with a trailer behind you. Something goes wrong, cruise control can't predict the road conditions or anything. And the fact that, these huge warnings that you, in the owner's manual, that tells you do not use cruise control while hauling a trailer. Alright, so cruise is on. Cruise is set. She's working. Working as described. That's kind of weird right out of the gate. This cruise control wasn't working on this one. Like I say, it was a brand new 2012, and it's nice and shiny and new looking. I'm almost afraid to work at it. They keep this thing so clean. I gotta wear white cotton gloves to work on it, and I'm afraid to leave a fingerprint or something somewhere. That's the way I like to see vehicles come in. Somebody cares that much about them. Plus, it tells me I'm not the only anal retentive person on the planet. We're just going to hit the clover leaf here right quick and head back. That was actually kicking. Was I getting a VSS thing there? Let me go here. Yeah, I'm getting an intervention. Yeah. Oh no, it's fuel. I couldn't detect it. I was going, man, that don't look like the squiggly. I'm just leaning over and it's kicking off the low fuel light. As the analog gauge would indicate there. I was like, man, I am not going fast enough to cause intervention to kick in. It was making the fuel leave the sensor there and kicking on the low fuel. The intervention is a little squiggly line thing, you know, like a vehicle out of control. That's what the little symbol looks like. It's pretty universal. My Honda car and everything has the same deal. Not that I've seen it this winter. We had like no snow this winter. But I generally see it a couple of times a year out squirreling around. Or, you know, just you're going along and you hit a, you know, hydroplane in some of this crazy rain. You get both the, it shows a little light that tells you that it went into four-wheel drive. The Honda Element tells you it went into four-wheel drive, and the other one, the intervention light came on. Even though the vehicle didn't do anything weird, it's just so sensitive that it realizes that, you know, four wheels aren't perfectly planted to the ground and going the right direction. But yeah, beautiful, beautiful RT. That's the RTS model back in 2012. I think she needs to stop at a petrol station here before she gets too far away. But they'll go, I don't know, I think for the, I haven't paid attention to these, but I paid attention to the one I was riding last year. I think it said something about 35 miles once the light comes on. I avoid fuel lights at all costs, unless I'm in my own neighborhood and I know where I'm at and how far I got to go to get wherever. I'll do it then. But if I'm out on the road, no way. I stop well in advance. You just never know what weird crap could. I mean, how many of you taken a exit in the middle of nowhere, the only gas station anywhere, and you pull up and the station is either closed or closed up? You know, they don't even exist anymore, but they're still showing up on mapping software or whatever. Turning out to be pretty nice down here in Vanchulo. I rode the Venture to work. This thing's shifting high enough it almost acts like it's in trailer mode. Nope, it is not in trailer mode. Gotta love those software updates. Prevents you from shifting too early, which is really, really nice. Save that clutch. Yep, definitely got software on it, because prior to having it on, they wouldn't downshift on their own to keep the RPMs up. So we're gonna whiz on over here. I don't like people coming and going off our ramp, even though they continue to bring themselves to that area anyway. So I need to figure out exactly what warranty flat rate was for replacing that switch and see what the next Spyder's in for, and we'll go from there. So for now, I'm bailing out. We'll see ya. Thanks for going along for another test ride. Bye-bye now.